Hey, welcome back to KIMT News 3 here at 10 o'clock. It's time now for a look at our forecast with Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox. Hey, Sarah.
Hey there, Cami. So I'm keeping an eye on the fog, which is slowly beginning to build back in across the area after it took a little bit of a break. Temperatures have dropped back down, some skies actually clearing ahead or up above, which allows for some of that fog to build in once again. We see evidence of it a little bit easier in Rochester than over Mason City, but the fact is we can still see Mason City, and we know the fog can get thick and cover up that camera. So I think that's some good news, but the numbers continue to drop down as we've come through these evening hours and ultimately into the overnight. Otherwise, though, generally quiet here on satellite and radar. Even the wind's not blowing very strong, which also allows for that fog to just kind of settle in. So here's what I'm talking about when it comes to visibility. We're seeing hits in places like Forest City where we're down to half a mile. This is 1 to 2 miles in Mason City. That live eye definitely seems to tell a different story. But then again, this is airport data, so a little outside of the city, maybe just continuing to make its way in from the west. Places like Owatonna down to half a mile as well. Rochester still around 3 to 5. Cresco still taking a big hit. But it's a lot less widespread than it was earlier in the day. Unfortunately, though, as I mentioned, as temperatures continue to fluctuate, that fog will build back in. And with temperatures below the freezing point for really all of us tonight into overnight into tomorrow morning, that brings the freezing fog potential. So we talked a little bit about this at the beginning of the newscast. Long story short is it can make some really beautiful scenery if it sticks on, say, trees where they're cooled. These super cool droplets stick to something that is also around the freezing point or below it, and then becomes these ice crystals. But it can also do this to roadways, sidewalks. So I've decided to put iffy conditions all the way through the morning commute until these temperatures start to warm up, get around and above the freezing point, and things should be pretty good from there. Maybe some wet roadways. We'll also be dealing with the dense fog aspect of it, so visibility low, and I mentioned the slippery roadways, the slippery sidewalks, important as well. But these temperatures will be going up and warming up pretty nicely. With a little sunshine, southern winds, we'll be getting near the 40-degree mark. In fact, some of us could even break into the 40s. A warm day on the way for sure. All right, moving on to Futurecast, and we can see it. Fog. You notice it doesn't move too much as we do go into the morning hours, but let's skip all the way into the lunch hour. Things looking better. A little sunshine, those winds from the south. There we go. The temps warming up. But as we continue to move through the week, unfortunately, winter is looking to come back. All right, maybe you're a fan of it. Maybe you're happy to see that snow chances will be returning. That comes after a potentially messy mix Thursday to Thursday night. So you can see starting off as rain, changing over into that possible mix, and then round 2 comes to bring us some snowfall. Cami, we'll be watching particularly the snow very closely. There's a couple different scenarios right now, and well, we'll break it all down for you as we get closer to the date.